Have you ever done sidewalk chalk? What types of things do you usually draw? Well, for me, that is a mandala. And guess what? That is what we're going to be creating today. For this project, you will need a piece of white paper, some colored markers of your choice, a pencil, and a compass. First, take your piece of white paper and using your compass, draw a huge circle. This will be the base for your mandala. And now, using your pencil, sketch some designs across the border of the circle, moving further and further in as you go. Remember, the beauty of a mandala is that it is symmetrical and has similar patterns along the sides. Continue making these designs until the circle has been fully filled. Don't be afraid to make adjustments or add things on the border of the circle as well. Once you're done and have something similar to this, it's time to add color. Once you've finished coloring, I recommend going in with a dark colored pencil or marker to make sure your lines are still apparent. Ta-da! And the finished product should look something like this. Very satisfying, right? But what mathematical concepts make an appearance in this piece of art? I'll give you a hint. One of our past art projects used the same idea. Well, this mandala is a perfect example of the use of geometry in art. More specifically, it covers rotational transformations and reflection. Do you remember the other project that covered it? Yep, the kaleidoscope. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend you watch it right after this. But what is rotational transformation? Well, this small concept is part of a larger topic in mathematics called transformations, which are essentially the shifting of an object's position in different ways. One way, as seen through the mandala, is rotation. It's easier if I show you with some parchment paper. Let's say that we have this point on this graph. If we want to change its position, for example, we can use a rotational transformation of 225 degrees. By marking the origin and the axes, we can keep track of where the point started. Now, using a protractor, we can measure 225 degrees and then rotate. In order to make sure we've rotated by 225 degrees, the x-axis should line up with the line that we drew. And the point's new position will be here. And for the purpose of this video, we will be assuming that all of these rotations are counterclockwise, but the same process of rotating the object, point, or shape would apply for clockwise directions, just in the opposite rotation. The same thing can be done with shapes. If we have this triangle here and we want to shift it by 45 degrees, its new position will be here. And reflections can also be made by rotating an object. If we shift an object by 180 degrees from its starting position, it is a reflection across the line directly in the middle of the starting and the ending position. For example, this square rotated 180 degrees is reflected along this line. Just like that, every point and design on our mandala is a rotationally transformed version of each other. Let's take this point, for example. If we keep rotating it, we notice that it is the same design all around. Isn't it cool? Well, I really hope you liked watching this video and creating a mandala with me. Next time you want to do some sidewalk chalk, try and create a mandala. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!